After 20 years of teaching music in public schools, I have realized that I am most passionate about teaching the piano. The piano, I think, has been mostly out of reach for most low-income families because piano lessons are expensive. There just aren't very many piano teachers, and let's face it, pianos cost too much. So it gives me a lot of joy to take my system of drilling the note alphabet, which I developed in my elementary music classroom, to families. At today's note alphabet session, a parent came with her autistic son. I interviewed her and asked how the sessions had made an impact on her and her family and her son.
Well, I understand that music's important, and I know want for him to be able to experience it. So, these classes were actually really, good because he was able to get exposed to this type of setting and environment with the music and stuff like that. So, when we get home, he gets on the keyboard, I do see a difference in his mood. So he's so focused on the keyboard, and it's not something else that he's focused on. He's just focused on the keyboard. He's learning the notes where they belong and everything. So I've noticed that it kind of helps him calm down a little bit because of the autism. So it's just I've noticed it's good for him, and I like that.
You, as a parent, do you feel more confident to help your son progress with the note alphabet?
Yes, because I'm learning here with him as well. So I'm sitting here next to him, and I'm watching you teach him and telling him where the notes are and where they go. And then, so because of that, I feel like I'm able to, with, the notes that you give us, keep instructing him on how to do that.
And one of the things that I want parents to realize is that they don't have to be a music teacher
Right.
to help their child with this.
It's like when we were talking previously, like, yes, the classes are expensive. And for someone in my position, for example, my husband's the only one who works at home. And for me to make that kind of expense, I would really want to make sure that my son is fully committed to it. And by him coming to the library and you offering these type of classes, it gives me an opportunity to see where he's at. So now that I know that he can do it and that he does like it, it just gives me a peace of mind knowing that we can, hopefully maybe continue, and even if it starts off slowly by going into the library and then eventually progress into someone who can come and help him at home and start learning. That way we could get his mind going on different types of, not just academics or not just the games and things like that, but it's music too, for the arts, stuff like that. Because he's actually really good at drawing too, so I think that this could be a good go-to for him. Just thank you for offering them, because I'm very grateful that you do, because it's giving us an opportunity to really explore what he can and can't do. And so far, everything that you've been teaching him, I know that he can do it. He just needs to practice. So I'm really grateful that you're offering these classes at the library for us.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.